2031 season, and we'll see the Cowboys bruising running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Cowboys and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. So it's going to have to be a lot of how they're going to come into a game.
Absolutely right. If you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you got the energy, you got the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, you don't take a...
Jason Sanders ready to get us started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and 7. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll look to throw. Michael Thomas with the reception. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away. He's going to go down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
They've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
He told us the other day, he was very honest. He said, when I got into the locker room, it was a little bit of a bittersweet feeling. Now, ultimately, we got the job done. For that, I was thrilled. But I know I put the team in a lot of tough situations due to my decision-making. He's going to have to be better here today. This team is going to reach their full potential. He knows he has to clean up a lot of those mistakes now. Fortunately, he's got a chance to do so here. If he's able to protect the football while maintaining that aggressive approach, we could see him come out on top again in this one.
Now, faking the give. This one complete to Bryant. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
So you come back down here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the outside, hooked in by Lamb.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw again. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
At the Saints 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down. In what response by this offense, it's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point by Sanders is good. Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. In motion comes Thomas. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. We'll put it up 4 here as he is taken down. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they're on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, He gets a first down with that catch.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Tight end going in motion here. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Second down and 8. Out wide, trying the tight end screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and the ball falls incomplete.
And the rush too strong. They're in there on left. 4 seconds. On third down, here's a run by Kamara.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. In this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Saints will break
Personal
our tie
foul,
and
roughing
take
the
a
kicker,
10-7 lead.
defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off
Automatic
the board,
first down.
keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. What a move! He's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
14. Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Here's a 2nd and 6.
36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. The Saints out on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, up the middle with Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, we'll open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Hooks able to pull that one in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Cooks going in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Graham.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he's going to have the Saints first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now, faking the give. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Deron Black.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And once again, they try the same run. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Bryant. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far.
first down.
And it draws the flag. Quick throw, taken in.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
In motion, Lamb. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. Points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. Here he comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. He's got a receiver, and that's right. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan. Like, the strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
In motion, Lamb. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
They'll go with a drop play here on second down. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll the blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Saints have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is going to have the Saints first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Back to the air one more time. And the rush gets home. He'll go get it.
third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Saints going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. It's a give now to Camara. Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. Clock says 25 seconds until halftime. The Saints will punt this one away. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over just before the half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Left side, caught by Lamb. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete,
that'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Jerron Brown has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Uh-oh. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The third quarter begins with a run.
Number 22, the ball carrier.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break. Seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase of what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Third and long. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Cook's able to pull that one in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of first downs to start this drive. The first and 10 up at the 42. On the ground, it's Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Kamara.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Kamara gonna try to pull his way in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
First and 10 at the 46.
Throwing down, first and 10. To the outside, looked in by Ryan.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll bring this inside the 30. Gain of about 5. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
He'll look to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lee. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good that time. Contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Now faking the give. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make a habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got his man. That's Graham. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. This will be a Saints 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
The tackle by the Guardian overshown. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he's tough to break down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now Kamara. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he'll get about 4 on that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Saints.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on, really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job. Cox through him with their assignment. He had no choice but to throw it away.
It is 3rd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 2-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in.
It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. The Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now whistles and a timeout. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Bryant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
The 47-yard line.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Routes another pass for his favorite target. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. That's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick hitting slant there. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the air one more time. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
No choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will get them to a gain of just 3. You try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it